Good afternoon, my beautiful neuromelanated family and all other high vibrating groups. Greetings to you. It's a beautiful day here in San Antonio, Texas. It's kind of have an overcast, um, but it's still a beautiful day and a wonderful time to be alive. Um, with all that's going on, if you got up this morning on this side of the bed, you're doing real good because it's a lot of stuff that's taking place right now, a lot of stuff going on amongst this evil system that's dying out but still operating right now in the moment. I just wanted to come on for a little bit and talk about something that's very, very important. It's important to me, and I feel like it better be important to every one of you because it has to do with our survival. I've kind of hinted on and talked about, you know, this kind of in this topic off and on for a while now. But today I want to mention something significant, and it kind of came on my mind this past week when I was in my hometown in Florida. I've noticed how so many of my childhood friends and classmates have passed away and are passing away just like in huge numbers rapidly here lately, actually in the past 2 years. It's just been an escalation of deaths just every time you look around. And it ain't just the elderly either. It's a lot of people around my age group and younger. And you have to ask yourself, what in the world is going on? Now, I always say in my most recent videos, I talk about how this system is harming our people, killing our people. I talk about the system of genocide that is taking place right now across the board, actually, but mainly targeting our people, the neuromelanated. It's really real. And until we fully understand that we're targeted for genocide, a lot of things will go over our head until we get that. We are being targeted for genocide. We've always been targeted for genocide. They never stopped killing our people since they have been here on this planet, meaning the inorganic ones. And our biggest enemy is ignorance. The fact that we are not aware. We don't know. A lot of us still don't know what's actually going on. And being under the spell that we've been under for all these centuries is a big reason why we can't see it. Many of our people can't see it. The spell and the infiltration of our pineal gland, those system that would allow us to see the things that are really happening that we can't see, being that they've infiltrated us through many, many, many ways, especially through our food and in the media, but so many more ways. They've come at us in too many to mention in this video, but they've set us up for doom. That's what they've done. And the fact that we're in the age of Aquarius time right now, which they, like I said before, they knew this time was coming. And so they had to put a whole lot of things in place so that they can try and destroy us during this time. This time is very significant because we're at the end. We're at the very, very end. And like I've said before, we're going to survive because we are destined to survive, and they can't stop that. But they're doing their damnness to do whatever they can do to stop it. So ignorance is the main enemy in our culture right now. The fact that we are not aware and we're not researching and studying and and doing the things that we need to do so that we could be prepared for what is taking place right now in this moment. So know that from the time that you come out of your mama's womb, they start preparing you to be destroyed and preparing you for today with the things that are happening for your lack of survival. They have been doing all kinds of things. The V's that they give babies when they come out of the womb, when they take your baby in the back, you don't know what they're doing to your baby. You don't. So knowing what their objective is for us, if we had known all of that and was able to have that knowledge, maybe we could have figured it out sooner than later. But they've always they put those V's in your baby. That was the initial process of dumbing us down and keeping us from being able to operate in our natural instinct to realize things that we needed to know in order to maneuver through life and and be able to fight what they're doing today. So that was they get you right out of the womb and they get it started, and then they put us on this westernized diet. They dumb us down with information, hide information. They, like I said, they lied about everything. So everything is just a lie, and I've said that several times. Well, they put us on this westernized diet because they knew that in 2020 that this was going to take place. And so in order to assist in the genocide of our people, they set us up by feeding us these bad foods, making available these foods and taking away our ability to eat healthy. In so many ways, I can tell you they did that too, paying off the farmers to not farm so that we can get organic vegetables and fruit and many, many more things that they did. So they set us up so that when this time come, we are not able to, many of us, they set up so that we're not able to survive. Now, some of us got the information, we got the memo, and we started working on things that we needed to do in order to survive this traumatizing time that's taking place. But many people, due to ignorance, have not been able to survive, and we've lost so many of our people all over the globe. And I'm going to share with you what I have found to be one of the main keys, if not the main key, at the core of why our people are dying so rapidly. Well, they knew that the earth was going to change and the cosmos there's going to be some cosmic changes. And with the rise of the frequency and the second sun returning, they knew that there was some changes going to happen up there. Okay, they knew it, but they hid it from us. So they also knew that with these changes, it was going to cause some symptoms and affect our bodies, our mind and our bodies. Because with the frequencies rising, let me see how to put this. It was going to affect our breathing, and you know, and so let me basically say, so they knew that the key was going to be to make sure that our bodies were not healthy enough to withstand what was coming. I'm just going to put it to you blunt like that. So therefore, that was a big part of the reason why they taught us to eat the way, our culture eat, the type of foods, what we call soul food, and created all these illnesses, diabetes and high blood pressure and cancers, and all of those are man-made. We when we were created, we had everything we need to keep us from having to deal with such sickness. But the inorganic ones came in and they changed all that. They absolutely changed all of it. So they got us set up on this diet that they knew was a setup for doomsday. Because for a time like now, if our bodies are not in a healthy state, young and old, and trying to adjust to these high frequencies that's taking place in the planets right now. And I'm telling you, whether you want to believe it or not, I tell y'all all the time, turn that TV off. Turn off that television, because they're not going to give you this information. As a matter of fact, they're going to give you contradictory information. And you need to know this stuff so that you can survive, have a chance to survive. Because that's basically what's killing our people. It's the condition of our health conditions in our bodies, and trying to adjust to what nature and the universe is doing right now on this planet. This is all natural. The fact that Mother Nature is cleansing the planet and we're going back to what and who we were originally, what's happening in the cosmos is causing problems in our bodies. And the main reason it's causing problems in our bodies is because of how we've been eating for centuries. It's because of how this Babylon system, these inorganic beings have infiltrated and taken over, taken us from our original state and taught us to eat bad. It's all a setup. It's a setup for doomsday. That's exactly what it is. And you wonder why our people are dying like flies. It's because our bodies can't handle the changes that are going on in the cosmos, in the sky. And of course, many of you don't know about it is because you're sitting in front of the television, and the television is not going to tell you about it. It's an absolute setup. It is. And then people like myself come on and we, because we've been fortunate enough to get the information, and we come on and try to tell you, and because of the block that's been placed inside of your mind through these systems, you can't grasp it. It's hard for you to believe. It's hard for it to register that this stuff is really true. But it is true. It really is true. The way we're eating, the meat, the sugar, the dairy, and the way we think, all of the stress that Babylon has put on us for centuries combined, that's what's keeping our bodies in these conditions, these negative conditions. And so with all these high frequencies, and of course, we're rising, and many of us, but if we're not preparing for the changes in the cosmos, then our bodies are set up for failure. Trying to adjust to these new frequencies. It's real, y'all. This is not a lie. It is absolutely a fact that the frequencies that our bodies are not equipped to handle are causing illness and sickness and even death, along with the other things that they're doing. And I know you know what I'm talking about. Many of you do. And some of you have heard, but you don't want to accept that either. But it's true. So we have a responsibility. And I know all of us are not going to wake up, and that's unfortunate. But I tell you, our people are dying in record numbers. I get calls every week, 2 or 3 times a week, of somebody, and a lot of them are young, really young people that I know personally, that I grew up with, that I went to school with, dying. And we have to ask ourselves, why all of a sudden in the last 2 years, where's all these deaths coming from? Something is happening, y'all. And we got to come up out of this spell and stop hearing about it, and shaking our heads and talking about how sad it is. And then we just pick up and go on about our way. Like we just got to accept it. Ain't nothing we can do about it. Sure, there's something we can do about it. First of all, we need to be equipped with knowledge. We need to seek information. We should want to understand what's happening to our people. We should be eager to understand what is happening on this planet. You got to know that something is taking place. This is just not normal. And all these years that we've been living here, all of a sudden, all of this is happening. It should prompt your mind to want to know why. It really should. So I'm gonna tell you what I've learned. Share a little bit about what I've learned in responding to these things that are taking place right now. They taught us that we need to eat 3 meals a day. Okay, and they taught us how to eat, which is horrible, what they've been feeding us. And of course, everything, is contaminated. They've put poison in everything that we eat. But the parts about this that we do have control over, like growing our own food, and getting the information to teach us how we don't have to eat the way they taught us to eat. I've not known anybody to die from starvation, and I know people that fast all the time. I think about the young lady Left Eye that fasted for 40 days and 40 nights when she got up under Dr. Sebi. And you may or may not be familiar with this, but she fasted for 40 days and 40 nights under the guidance of Dr. Sebi before he was murdered. And she was just healthy. She actually rebirthed her health just by fasting 40 days and 40 nights. They taught us to eat. Eat. Breakfast, lunch, and supper. That's a lie. We don't need 3 meals a day. We don't need to be compounding our digestive systems with all that food. We don't need that. Waters, they infiltrate our water, when what we really need is to compound our bodies with fruit. That's where you get your real electrolytes, through the water in fruits, melons, grapes, dark grapes, mangoes, citrus fruits. That's where we get our natural electrolytes. They want us to think that the sugar in fruits is bad. No, it's not. The sugar in fruits are good. They're natural. That's what we need. And you have to know that our bodies are more different than anybody else's. What they taught us to eat like them. We're not made like them. We're different. We're non-ether beings. There's a whole lot of things that are different about our bodies in comparison to other groups. But we need to research and learn and understand that, get that information so that we'll know how we need to behave on this planet. Because if they're trying to take you out, you think they're going to teach you about your body, give you the right information on how to survive? They'll never do that. They haven't done it, and they ain't never planning on doing it. We have to take control of our own selves and do what we need to do. 3 meals per day is too much food. Too much food. And then we sit back and we go into these doctors' offices and these hospitals. Know that, honey, if they out to kill you, they're going to use every method and opportunity that they can. So we got to be careful with these doctors, these MDs. We got to be careful with these hospitals. They are taking us out in the hospitals. everywhere. They use every method that they can. And ignorance is our biggest problem. Not knowing, not being aware. That's the biggest problem we have in the melanated communities. So we need to learn our histories. We need to go back, find out who we are. You need to know yourself, know thyself. They teach us in church to, get to know God, and Jesus. And no, you need to get to know yourself. You need to know yourself. If you get to know thyself, then you will know God. You will know God. And I'm just sharing it with you. This is true facts, my people. This is information we need. It's about survival. It's all about survival. Survival. So, ignorance is our enemy. Until we learn our true history, find out who we are, and know thyself, we're going to continue to suffer. We're going to continue to suffer. We were set up for doom. And our people are dying in record numbers every day all over the planet. And we don't have to. If we equip ourselves with knowledge, get this information. Stop eating. Stop eating. Detox. Detox our bodies, detox our mind. Complete detox. Start doing sitz baths. Use Epsom salt, baking soda, borax, sea salt. It detoxes our bodies. Relax, meditate. Meditate daily, as many times as you can. The more the merrier. Meditate. Pray. Stop eating. The moment you stop eating, your body begins to detox. It begins to fix itself. We're overloading our bodies with so much food. Our bodies are not equipped for that. You need to know that. Research your enemy. Get to know your enemy. Get to know the inorganic ones and what their purpose here on this planet. Get the knowledge. Listen to people who are teaching, trying to teach you. Meditate, go within and get information. That's the best information. Once you detox and you situate your body in a place to where you can meditate and get your own information. That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's natural. And then connect to these teachers who are out here. There's so many of them. Get the information, get the facts, get the truth so that you can survive. Stop believing we're dying because we're just dying, and stop being okay with not knowing why. Stop. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You gotta wake up, my people. It's important. We're in dire straits. We gotta fix ourselves. And if I didn't love my people, I love my people. Now I tell you what, I'm a ride or die for my people. I love my family like crazy, but I love my people. And it's a whole lot of things I can be doing right now, but instead I'm here talking to you. And I don't have to be doing this. But I do it because I love you. I love my people so much. And I got information and I'm not going to sit on it. So please listen to me. I'm giving you facts, not opinions. And these are facts. And you can find it yourself. And I do it because I love my people. I love y'all guys. You have no idea how much. So I just wanted to do this brief video to share this. It popped in my mind. I was talking earlier with a friend of mine, and then my best girlfriend called, and she and I got on the top, and I said, you know what? I'm going to get off right now, and I'm going to do this video. And if you don't want to believe me or just take my word, you don't have to just take my word. Research it for yourself. Dig in and just research it for yourself. Because this is about survival. Our people are dying. I'm telling you, all over the planet. And they don't have to die. Change your diets. Fix your bodies. Fast. Stop eating. Stop eating 3 meals a day. It's not necessary. They lied to you. They lied to us. And just start researching this information and get it for yourself. And then start operating in it. Don't just get it and sit on it. You know, let's try to survive together. I appreciate you listening. I thank you so much. And please pass this information on. Don't keep it. Pass it on. I love you. Namaste to you. Ashe to you.